My name is Jonas Urbonas and I am the founder of Orfi Active. The idea for the app originated back in 2014 in my last year at university. At that time, we had a project called the Self-Initiated Unit, which allowed us to create whatever we wanted for the project, which then later on would be exhibited at the end of the year for the university's degree show. Being originally from Lithuania, I was always into basketball. And as I was moving around quite a lot, I really started to struggle to find places and people to play basketball with, especially when the sport wasn't as popular in that country as I was used to. Finding relevant information, trying to figure out how to join, and everything else just seemed very dated and segmented. Once I did eventually find someone to play, I noticed the other side. How much hassle the organizers have to go through in managing the attendance and dropouts, trying to notify everybody of any changes, asking for money on the day from every single person in order for them to not be out of pocket. The whole thing just felt so wrong, and I was determined to find a solution. That's where the idea came from for the app. I wanted to create a platform where people could easily find and join their favorite activities, not just basketball, and where the organizers can easily create an event and have it on autopilot to get rid of all the admin and just focus on what's important, playing the game. At that time, I called it Spotter. So after graduating, I got a job as a graphic designer in a financial institution. While that was a good experience, the idea for the app just never left my mind, and I was still very passionate about making it happen. So I worked evenings and I worked weekends to make sure I'm still on track. Fast forward a couple of years, and it actually became a proper startup business. This is where things started getting serious. We started getting actual developers and building a team to make sure we get this app out there and start solving this problem. Little did we know, it's a lot harder to do than you would initially think. We had no idea how to properly develop an app. It's the very first business we've ever done, and so we've made a lot of mistakes along the way. So even when we did release what was at that time then called Hoops Connect, it was a good idea. Everybody loved the idea, but the execution just wasn't there. It was buggy, it was slow, the user experience wasn't great, and it was overcomplicated as an application. So at that point, we needed to make a decision, whether we pull the plug or we learn from what we've done and just try from doing it from scratch. And we've done the latter. We took what we've learned and we went back to the drawing board and spent the whole last year redesigning and redeveloping the app to make sure that it suits both sports participants and organizers. The app is simpler, slicker, quicker, and a lot more engaging. But most importantly, the app is something that not only us wanted, but our previous users said they wanted, which means they helped to shape the app to what it is today. What started off as something to help people like myself to help find places and people to play basketball with grew into something a lot bigger and tackling a lot bigger issues. We live in very challenging times where we're less active than ever. The obesity rates are soaring through the roof, and NHS is struggling to cope. So our goal is simple: to get more people more active by making the process of organizing, finding, and joining as simple as possible, as well as helping other organizations get the recognition they deserve in a pursuit of a common goal: to get our nation fitter, healthier, and happier. This is our ethos. This is our why. And this is why I'm so excited about the impact that we can have. But we can't do this alone. Orfi Active is for everyone. So I hope you join the journey with us in reaching this common goal.